Hello, it's your favorite sports here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, USA American football news doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're gonna make crack. Deion Sanders' family friend calls out Kaidon Salter as Ryan Staub ignites chaos in Colorado's QB room. The Colorado Buffaloes' 2025 season was supposed to begin with clarity. After all, Coach Deion Prime Sanders had survived the storm of Shedeur Sanders' NFL departure by putting his faith in Kaidon Salter, a senior dual-threat quarterback with experience and flair. Behind him, true freshman Julian Lewis carried the weight of five-star hype and future franchise QB expectations. Between them, fans expected to find stability in the post-Shedeur era. Instead, 2 weeks into the season, Boulder is swimming in uncertainty, and it may be Ryan Staub, the forgotten redshirt sophomore who once held Shedeur's clipboard, who has thrown the entire quarterback room into chaos. A rocky start in Atlanta. The trouble began in Week 1. Colorado's trip to Atlanta to face Georgia Tech ended in a 27-20 defeat that felt eerily familiar to longtime Buffs fans. Salter opened with promise. He engineered an 8-yard touchdown strike to DeKalen Taylor and later scrambled into the end zone himself from 7 yards out. But as the game wore on, the cracks appeared. Missed timing routes, underthrown deep balls, and wide-open receivers left frustrated as passes sailed high or bounced short. Colorado's defense gave Salter 3 turnovers in the opening quarter, a gift-wrapped chance to seize control. Instead, inconsistency handed momentum back to Georgia Tech. By the fourth quarter, Colorado needed Salter's legs, not his arm, to tie the game at 20-20. Ultimately, the Buffs ran out of answers, surrendering the opener. Coach Prime responded the way only he can, by turning Week 2 into a quarterback carousel. Enter Ryan Staub. Against Delaware at Folsom Field, Sanders shocked everyone by rotating all 3 quarterbacks. Each would get a chance, Sanders promised. "I want them to tell their own story on the field," he said later. For Salter, the script looked familiar. Efficient on paper, 13 of 16 for 102 yards, 1 touchdown, but underwhelming in execution. For Lewis, the freshman phenom, flashes of raw potential but not enough command. Then came Staub. With just 45 seconds left in the first half, Staub trotted onto the field. On his very first drive, he marched the Buffs 75 yards, zipping a 31-yard dart to Joseph Williams before capping it with a 21-yard strike to DeKalen Taylor. The stadium erupted. If that wasn't enough, Staub opened the second half by uncorking a 71-yard bomb to Sincere Brown. Suddenly, a tight 10-7 contest became a rout. Colorado never looked back, rolling to a 31-7 victory that put their season back on track. Staub's stat line 7-4-10, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, was efficient, electric, and impossible to ignore. Sharp, Ocho, and Manziel weigh in. It didn't take long for the quarterback debate to leap from Boulder to the national stage. On the Nightcap podcast, Shannon Sharp, a longtime family friend of Coach Prime, discussed the drama with Chad Ocho Johnson and Johnny Manziel. Sharp didn't mince words. "Look, the cream is going to rise to the top," Sharp said. "Kaidon Salter, Coach Prime says he's a dual threat. He can move, but bro, he misses entirely too many throws. I'm talking about guys wide open. I'm not talking about difficult throws. These are throws a guy of his caliber should be able to make routinely." Manziel, who knows a thing or two about quarterback chaos, defended Prime's rotation. "Get your reps because how much can you really tell from training camp?" he argued. "Spring ball? They blow the whistle. It's rara. Get out there when the bullets are live. That's when you find out." Sharp's critique landed hard in Boulder because it echoed what fans were already whispering. Salter might not be the guy. Coach Prime's cloak and dagger strategy. After the Delaware win, Sanders faced the inevitable question. Who's the starter? He smiled, shook his head, and kept his cards close. "I know exactly how I'm going to handle the quarterback situation," he said. "I'm not going to say it, but yeah, I'm not lost for direction. The secrecy is strategic. By refusing to name a starter, Sanders keeps upcoming opponents, like Houston in Week 3, guessing. They'll spend practice time preparing for 3 different styles. Salter's dual-threat legs, Lewis' raw freshman arm talent, Staub's poised precision and deep ball confidence. But behind closed doors, Sanders admitted he had spent nights in prayer, asking for clarity. He knows this is more than a tactical decision, it's a culture-defining one. Salter's case: experience, but inconsistency. Salter still offers something the others don't: veteran experience. He has played at Liberty, weathered big game pressure, and showcased his legs as a true dual threat. Against Delaware, his numbers were clean: 102 passing yards, 25 rushing yards, 2 scores. But numbers don't always tell the story. The eye test says Salter hesitates, misses layups, and fails to maximize explosive plays. In a Pac-12 reborn as a wide-open Big 12-style conference, missing throws means missing opportunities. Lewis case: future, not present. Julian Lewis is a long-term project with tantalizing upside. His arrival generated buzz, but his in-game snaps revealed growing pains. He's fast, talented, but raw. Even Coach Prime has hinted he doesn't want to burn his freshmen too early. Staub's case: the wild card. Ryan Staub, on the other hand, has been invisible until now. Backing up Shedeur Sanders gave him lessons in patience and preparation. Sitting in meetings, watching film, and learning the game at Shedeur's side shaped him quietly. Against Delaware, those lessons exploded into reality. His rhythm, confidence, and chemistry with receivers screamed, "Ready." The question is whether Coach Prime believes the performance was lightning in a bottle, or the beginning of something bigger. Boulder holds its breath. The Buffs' Week 3 game against Houston suddenly feels bigger than it should. It's not just about the scoreboard, it's about identity. Who will Sanders trust? The senior who can move chains but leaves throws on the field? The freshman who is the future, but not the present? Or the redshirt sophomore who lit up Folsom and dared fans to dream? Sanders won't say, and that's exactly how he likes it. A program at a crossroads. Colorado's quarterback saga reveals more than X's and O's. It reflects the uncertainty of a program still rebuilding in the Big 12 spotlight. When Shedeur Sanders left for the NFL, the Buffs lost their anchor. Now they're drifting between options, searching for the next captain. Sharp's criticism of Salter cuts deep because it speaks to the heart of the issue: consistency. For Colorado to compete, they need a quarterback who doesn't just make highlights, but makes the routine look automatic. Right now, only Ryan Staub has done that. Conclusion: 1 room, 3 stories. As Boulder debates, Coach Prime smiles. He knows competition sharpens talent. He knows mystery keeps opponents on edge. And he knows the quarterback who seizes the job will reveal himself not in practice, but when the bullets fly. For now, though, chaos reigns in the Colorado quarterback room. And chaos, as Shannon Sharp bluntly noted, has a name: Kaidon Salter's missed throws.